Hi, and welcome to this Qi-Optima weekly Zoom event. And we have a special subject today and special guests today.
Qi-Optima, your source of life force.
Because we're talking about forgotten dates and rituals. Hi, my name is Minja Zeus, and I'm a complementary healthcare professional and a founder of a Qi-Optima.com platform. And this is very special subject for me, and this has been amazing process what this whole event and before this event started happening. But I want to remind you all that I'm here in Zoom every week, 9 o'clock Spanish time. So you could meet me here, ask anything you want about health, wealth, relationship, and growth. And of course, I hope more professionals to come and join in and expand their consciousness and learn things, because that's what happened yesterday in our Spanish Zoom. It was something amazing. So further talk, I want to present everybody who is in here with me today, and I'm also very excited that you all can meet together today, and I cannot wait what we're gonna open, what kind of awareness we're gonna open today. And okay, let's start by presenting first Edson Drago. Edson Drago is an astrology. He's also a practitioner of Shinshinshitsu and also a philosopher. So I hope that everybody, you tell a little bit who you are and from where are you and why you wanted to talk about this subject.
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for this invitation, and thank you guys to come over here today. I'm loving this time, and I love to meet some new people in my life. I'm from Finland. I love to be there when I went. So thank you so much for coming. First of all, let me tell you a little bit of my background. I came from a very skeptical family, a family of doctors, and my formation in philosophy of science and philosophy of mind. So it was a little bit hard for me to get into this matters of astrology, Shinshinshitsu, and spirituality in general. But I've done it. So I'm quite old nowadays because of the time it took to put me into this subject. And by observing astrology and by observing many other things, I knew that there are some patterns in the rhythm of the world, in the rhythm of the year, in the rhythm of the month, and the way it was divided by our ancestors in different cultures around the globe. So I tried to do also in my family when my kids were younger to remain connected to the cycles of life, because I knew and I found out that when we connect ourselves to this normal, to this very entrenched in our older lives, in our ancient times, we were more connected to nature and to our own nature inside of us. And so we became easily flowing through the different parts of the year with their own moods and global atmosphere. So I think this is so important nowadays, that we lost track of time in this sense of being connected to the cycles, that I think I can like share my experience with this and invite people to get connected to this again. So it's a very rare opportunity to introduce this perspective to normal people nowadays. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much for coming. And of course I had to say that Edson has also changed my life with astrology. I did not know what it could do. He kind of gave me keys, or like how to like instructions, how could I connect or meet people without getting so much hurt. And it has helped amazingly. I did not know it can do anything like that. But then also one of my great teacher and like I could say even savior because always if I'm broken, and many times I get broken, I call to Silja, my teacher. She is a naturopath from Germany, and there is not everybody can get this title. Only 5% can get through with those tests. High level to be in that title, what Silja is. And also she's a homeopath, and she's also a psychokinesiologist, but she has also teach me this great tool and treatment way of psychokinesiology. So thank you everything, Silja, and thank you for coming today. I cannot wait what you want to share, but tell a little bit about yourself and why you wanted to talk about this matter with us.
Yes, I'm half Finnish, half German. I hope you can hear me because the connection is not so good. And yeah, and I must say I feel more German, but when I go to Finland, I feel like a Finn again, yes. But many people say, oh, you are from, no, they think you are always very happy because you belong to many countries and something like that. But the other thing is, if you are from two nationalities, you are nowhere at home and you're always a foreigner. So it can be also for oneself difficult. For me, it's difficult. I want to have a home, yes. But now this feels better in Germany. I live in Eastern Germany, and the Heilpraktiker is an official profession, and we can do a diagnosis like a doctor. We cannot do everything what a doctor does. We cannot subscribe, how do you say, remedies which only a doctor can subscribe. But we can do all the natural things, and we can do injections, and we can give infusions, vitamin C, and so. In Germany, it's that homeopathy is only allowed a naturopath to recommend. You cannot be a homeopath without being a doctor or a naturopath. So some things are good, some things are difficult for the natural healing methods, yes. And I have been celebrating these 8 feasts from the year 1984. So I have done it a long time already. This Celtic tradition, this, you could say Wicca, but yeah, these 8 feasts, yes. So I know that side of them. The connection to nature is a main part of it, yes.
Wow, you gave me chills when you told about these 8 days, and I cannot wait to learn about it. And I was very happy when I told you about all what happened to me, but I'm going to tell that about later. Thank you so much and welcome here, Silja. And then I want to present Niklas Christides. Also, you have been helping me, guiding me, because you are a spiritual growth coach, and really you have a special talent of doing so, of listening and of giving space, as you say many times, and doing the dialogue. So I'm really happy to hear what you have to say about this matter, and I'm very happy to meet you, and always when you come to Zoom, I'm very happy about that. So welcome, Niklas, to here.
Thanks, Minja. Great to be here again, and nice to see you. Nice to meet you, Edson. Good to see you, Silja, again also. So yeah, greetings from Finland. I'm here outside in nature, which is nice, and we have some signs around us with things like mosquitoes. So we have a lot of them this year, which is also a good sign, right? So it's all about cycles and the spirit of everything and nature is essential in this understanding. In terms of myself, well, I've gone across my life, you know, in a way that I've had an honor to be in many different industries. I've seen a lot of things. I had a very heavy growth or quick, rapid growth in my early youth. Took on entrepreneurship about 10, 15 years ago, supporting my mom, but I've been running my own stuff since 2013. And this journey sort of has taken me from understanding the physical world very, you know, so very deeply. I never allowed the spiritual world to come to me until I felt I was ready. And it came in conjunction very much with my sort of own entrepreneurship journey. And it helped me sort of open eyes more towards, you know, the what is out there question. And I've always been very, very interested in astrology, you know, the universe, all this kind of stuff. It's just, you know, there's a high curiosity level. It's kind of blessing, and maybe some would call it a curse, because it's kind of like all the time I'm curious of everything. But with that curiosity, you start to build a bigger picture of what is going on. And when we evolve, we start to also take into consideration past, present, future model. So it means that, you know, what are we, where are we, and how does everything, you know, how do we interact with everything? And it's like, and this is very much around what I'm building at the moment. So there's a very interesting new concept, unique coaching thing that we've been developing for a year and a half, which is going to try to help people understand that we are one whole package. We're not separate like careers and life and sleep and stuff. No, we are one package, like seriously. And it seems to be very hard for sometimes for people to understand this, but it's something that we really need to start waking up to. So we have been trying to find ways of helping this. I'm also a keen writer, and I try to be, you know, I don't try actually anything. I'm just where I need to be. And that's what I enjoy most about my life. And now I'm here. So thank you, Minja. Lovely.
Wow. Thank you for that presentation. There was also a lot of connections what we talked about yesterday, and what I always hope when we for now on do these Zoom videos, what we will record, that we're gonna also write after this a blog writing, because there was so many information in Spanish language that I really want to bring into English language too. So with this blog writing, we're gonna like build this all material together so that everybody can read it in no matter what language. But let's start about this, what really happened and like hit me in my heart when Bojo today, unfortunately, he couldn't come. He's a shaman, he's a lover and a lover of shamanism, percussionist. I cannot pronounce it well, but he's a psychedelic trance DJ, and he was giving us a lot of very interesting information and details. But I was talking because his wife is my friend, and I was saying to Lucia that have a good midnight summer party, the San Juan over here in Spain, like we say. And she was saying, no, that it's a not good way of saying hello of somebody, because there are more important dates. And she wanted to tell me that day 21, day 22, day 23, the sun is making kind of like a mark of a cross on the sky. And at the same time, in that time, pagans were partying and having thanks for the sun and for the nature and to getting food. But the Catholic Church came and they took these people, put them in jail and burned them in day 24. And I don't know any of this. I haven't read any of the history. I don't know nothing about this, but I just know my feelings, what happened. My feelings were betrayed because I'm celebrating of something that I didn't want to. I wanted to celebrate the sun and the nature and be connected with that. And nobody ever even showed me anything like that. Maybe I didn't ever even looked anything, but I just felt the hit in my heart. Then I started asking about people, and I asked also about Silja this. And Silja told me about this, and I want, if you, Silja, soon can tell more about what you told me, but the main thing what you did told me was that I needed a treatment. And we actually took that on we filmed it. We made it in English so that the more people could see this treatment, because it was very interesting. There were elements that I just had to give up to my faith. And whether is it this what is happening or it didn't happen, I got through with very important process in my life, and I decided I will not celebrate on day 24 anything anymore. It has to be day 21, and I will do that also in a Christmas time. I'm going to change those dates and those rituals how I want, and people can do them as well. But please tell me more about Silja. What did you tell me about this, and what do you know about these important rituals and days?
Okay, from the year 1984, I have been celebrating these 8 feasts, and they more first in a feminist circle, only women, but it doesn't really make a difference. I don't have a problem with men either. So these feasts, which we celebrate here and in many people in the whole world, you can say it comes from the Celts, from the Celtic feasts, but on the other hand, all the pagan have at the same time their own feast. And the thought is that the feminine is the mother of existence, or Mother Earth, and the male and the animals, they are the one who act and do things. But it all is embedded in the female Mother Earth. And then there in the Wicca cult, you have these written demonstrations to say, now we call the powers of the earth, the sky, the east, west, and north and south. Yes, we do that always, but we do it more just what we feel and what we think of. And some people also have written down, this person says this and this, that. So they are real rituals, but we do it more freely. And there you have, like the Yule feast. Yule is Christmas, then Ostara is Easter, Lita is this midsummer, and Marbon is in the fall, and then this 21st of September, and then between you have they are the moon rituals, and most of you know them because between Christmas and Easter you have Imbolc, and like in Sweden you have this Lucia feast. On Christmas there's only the seed in the earth, like we think then always what wants to rest now. Then in Imbolc, the next feast, it's like starting to grow, and we think what do we want to grow. Then Ostara, it's the bunnies and the eggs and flowers start coming at least he wants to grow the chain. It's a very big, it's Walpurgis. And it's a very big, let's say, feast of life, and life starts to begin. And like people used to have on this 30th of April, wild parties and have different partners, and there it was allowed just one night.
Exactly.
And
this is what Bojo was telling about yesterday. Yeah. That was totally new, which I did not know. Okay. Yeah. Wow.
So they had these possibilities for people to live out what they usually didn't do because you were married or something. And then it's midsummer. Yeah, you celebrate the sun again, and you have the fall, the 21st, 9th. I don't know what it's say. Okay, then you have the autumn, and you think, what do I want to give up, and what can go to rest, and then Samhain, Halloween is the night where the boundary between the living and the dead is very, very small, and you can go and talk to the dead and all those things. And then there comes Christmas again. And so we always celebrate it with most of the times with a fire, and we made our wishes and burned our papers where we put something, I don't want to have this anymore, and we burn it. That's how we do those.
This is beautiful, and this actually two midsummers people here in Spain have told me to do this. So actually I did it, but just the hit in my heart of this story, what I did not know, kind of stopped everything from this midsummer. So I have to rethink everything again, but thank you about that information. How about Edson? Could you tell a little bit more about, for example, why the sun is doing these kind of movements in the sun, and or whatever you want to tell about this matter right now about these rituals?
Yeah, the relationship between sun and north and moon, we're always a kind of the way we used to sacralize and ritualize our lives since long ago. The best understanding of the astrological signs are our observation of the cycles of nature through a year. So if we pay attention in when it's Aries time, it's a time of the animals to. So this cycle of Aries is a time of fighting. The animals used to fight there, but immediately after that, we don't have fight anymore, but they are making sex. Animals are making sex, and now not only the buffs are just sprouting out, but also the fields are covered with flowers, so it's a time of beauty too. So every step of the signs are very well connected to phases of nature during the year. And these phases of nature were given also by the movement of the moon, because every month comes from the word, or the how do you say that? The root of the word is from the moon. So month, monad comes from the name of moon. So there is a connection between the movement of the sun around the earth, or the earth around the sun, and the moon around the earth too. That we brought that to synchronizing ourselves to this different times of the year. So when I understood that, I thought that we could ritualize every month of our lives, every month of the year, because in each month I can dedicate that month to a particular project, like connected to the sign when this new moon occurs, and also instead of it, we could adapt our former plans or going on plans and projects to a new phase of this building, this project, entering in a new different mood, in a new different atmosphere, connected or depending on the signs connected to that. And when we do this, we feel much more connecting ourselves to nature around. Here in Northern Hemisphere, it's more clear, but in Southern Hemisphere, you can do too. And it become a part of our life. So these movements mark the way we divided time in ancient peoples, and we brought it into nowadays. So we have remainings of this, even in very deeply Catholic places like Portugal. There's a part of Portugal, they still nowadays light up those balloons. So those balloons with fire inside just go to the sun while we build bonfires in the fields, still nowadays. And what Catholic Church created there was a new explanation. They just created a new explanation for, oh, this is how St. John's mother told Maria that blah, blah, blah. I don't know the whole story. I'm not very connected. I'm not Christian in many senses, but okay. I do not, I try not to be Christophobic. But anyway, the point is, most of our Christian celebrations nowadays come from these earlier ways of treating time. So they adapted very much for that. So we can retrieve to connect to those moments we had before and connect to my preferences using astrology, but I could use also, I'm not very much connected to Celtic people, but I've been studying Proto-German and Saxons and Anglo-Saxons movement. They have a different perspective of the year. But anyway, they used to have these same activities, and we can maintain our connection with that. So if we follow the signs of the astrological signs, we can feel ourselves developing ourselves or developing our plans through the year. So we can do this same beginning and ending depending on particularities, our own particularities. The same Silja was presenting so beautifully.
Wow.
I say something. I live in Saxony, and we don't know anything. We never hear about this Germanic or these Saxonian feasts. Then we took these Celtic things or to use because we didn't have any others. So because they were still living it, it's just then many people do that. But yes, I know actually there should be Germanic, do you say, feasts too.
I would be pleased to share with you what I found. There are many archaeologists and historians who have been working on this. There's especially a Norwegian man who did it, and it's so beautiful. One day.
Can you, even if you want, you can share it now, but we should go and take some water now.
Qi-Optima, your source of life force.
So let's go quickly and take some water and come back. Okay?
Good. Thank you.
Let's do it off. Let's boom and come back right